Okay, we're still in our L7 Start document, and I'm going to go under the View menu to Fit All in Window. And with the black arrow selection tool, I'm going to click on the artboard on the right in order to activate that artboard. And I'm going to go into the View menu to Fit Artboard in Window. And then I'll just Command minus or Control minus to zoom out just a little bit, and then get my horizontal type tool. So inside the guidelines here on the postcard, I'm going to click and drag with the type tool in order to make a text frame, and we're going to import some more text. So let's go into the File menu to Place, and we're going to look for another text file. This time let's look for the file that says yoga pc.doc. So that's a Word document, and let's click on Place, and then we see the Microsoft Word options. Now we can choose to remove all the text formatting from Word, or we can choose to keep some formatting, and that's what we're going to do. So let's click on OK, and we chose to keep the styles from the Word document, so we see some type is bold and some is not bold. And then down on the lower right hand side of the text frame here, we see a little red plus sign. And that indicates that not all the text from the Word document could fit inside that text frame. So I'm going to go back and get my black arrow, my selection tool, and I'm going to click on that little red plus sign. That is the output of that text frame. And when I do that, the cursor gets loaded with the rest of the text, and I'm going to click and drag down here at the bottom in order to create another text frame. And when I release the mouse, the text that would not fit in the first one now shows up in the second one. And you can see that little diagonal line indicates that text thread indicates that those two text boxes are linked, and that the text is flowing from the output of the first one into the import of the second text frame. So that's how you can link text frames in Illustrator. Let's go into the Select menu to deselect. And then we'll go to the View menu and Fit All in Window. Okay, we're going to go back over to the poster now, and I'm going to zoom in once again to the area on the bottom where we've got those two columns of text. And I'm going to show you a trick. Right now I'm in the black arrow, the selection tool, but I'm going to show you a shortcut to get to the type tool, and that is just to double click inside a text box. And when you double click, the black arrow turns into the horizontal type tool, which is a nice shortcut. Okay, I'm going to Command A or Control A in order to select all the text, and then move over here to the character panel. And right now I see it's Myriad Pro Regular 12 point, but let's go ahead and change the font. So I'm going to change the font to Minion. Let's see if I can find it. We'll come up here to, let's see, where is it? There it is. We'll come here to Minion Pro, and we'll choose Minion Pro Regular. Okay, and so now we see that in the character panel, the text is changed to Minion Pro Regular, but we've kept it at 12-point size and 14.4 leading. Now the line spacing has been set automatically in Illustrator. I know that because it's got parentheses around the 14.4. And so we've got 12-point size type and 14.4 leading or line spacing. Now over here on the artboard, we see that we've got all the type still selected, and the font has been changed to Minion Pro, and now we're just going to change the color from black to white. So we're just going to keep it highlighted and come up here to the Swatches panel and click on the white color swatch. And now we've colored the text white, and we're going to style one headline. So I'm just going to come over here and highlight the words Transform Yoga. So we're going to change the style of that type and turn it into a headline. So we'll come back over here to the character panel, and let's change the point size to, well, I don't see 13. I'd like to change it to 13. So I'm simply going to click on the little tiny symbol next to the font size field in order to highlight that field, the inside of that field, and I'm going to type in 13 and then hit the Tab key. And now I've changed the point size for that one line of type to 13 point, and now I'm going to change it from Minion Pro Regular to Minion Pro Bold. And we want to do one more thing. We want to go up here to the swatches panel and change the color to aqua. Okay, now we've changed the appearance of that headline, which we still have highlighted, but we also want to change the letter spacing, the space between the letters. And so we're going to come back over here to the character panel, and next to the left of the word character in the character panel, we see two little tiny arrows. That indicates that there's more to the panel. So I'm going to click on those two little tiny arrows once, which closes the panel, and then click on them again, which opens the panel all the way and reveals everything there is inside the character panel. So now I can see that I have tracking and kerning fields, and also scaling, horizontal scale and vertical scale, and baseline, shift, and rotate. So we've got other settings inside the character panel there. We're simply going to change the tracking at this point. So if I click on the little tracking symbol right here, I can change the tracking to -25 units. Now, tracking is adjusting the letter spacing in all type inside the selected type, but if we want to kern and just adjust the space between two letters, then we would have to click just between those two letters with our type tool, our cursor, instead of having the whole line of type highlighted. So anyway, we've got other options in there, and we're going to come back over here to the Transform Yoga headline, and we're just going to click right after the word yoga. Just click once with the type tool, and now we can see the color has changed to aqua, and that we've got 13-point bold minion. And we're just going to add a special character. And we're going to do that by going to the Glyphs panel. So I'm going to come up here and click on the Glyphs panel icon in order to open the Glyphs panel, and I can click and drag on the bottom right-hand corner in order to add more, in order to reveal more of the Glyphs panel. We see the entire character set for Minion Pro Bold, all the characters. And what we want to do is we want to look for a copyright symbol. So, let's see if I can find it. I see the @ symbol, and let's just scroll all the way down here and keep looking for the copyright symbol. And I know it's here somewhere. And where is it? There it is right there. Okay, so the copyright symbol in the Glyphs panel is right there, and I'm going to double click on it. And when I double click on the copyright symbol in the Glyphs panel, it adds it to the text right where we had the text insertion point. So now we come back over here and look at our headline, and sure enough, the copyright symbol has been added to the right of the words Transform Yoga. And we're just going to make it a superscript. We're going to make it smaller. So I'm just going to highlight that one character, the copyright symbol, and I'm going to come back over here to the character panel menu. So I'll click on the word character here, character styles. Let's click on the character panel up here above character styles, and we're going to go to the character panel menu, and we're going to choose superscript. So there are some options there for changing fonts and the appearance of fonts. So we'll choose superscript, and we'll go up here and close the Glyphs panel. Okay, and now come back over to Transform Yoga, and we'll just go into the select menu to deselect, and we'll see that the copyright symbol has been made smaller. Now it's a superscript character.